Welcome to the Alex E. Edwards Show. I'm your host, Alex E. Edwards.
And it's your boy, JS. Dot, a.k.a. James Henry, a.k.a. that guy. But we back. What's up?
So, the $1 million question.
$1 million question, what you got?
The Alex E. Edwards Show, the name.
Yes.
Should we now call it the Alex E. Edwards Show with James Henry?
He thought about that.
I did not think about that. I would never think about that.
So why'd you bring it up?
An intern thought about that.
First
Davidson, I'm the same.
Intern, you did a great job. First off, shout out my intern. Showing love always. But you know what? I like the Alex E. Edwards Show. I think it just sounds catchy. I put enough work in for the Alex E. Edwards Show. I think it just fits right in.
Well, today we have Todd Anthony Walker.
Yes, we do.
Oh my God, that's a powerful name. Todd Anthony Walker.
That man put in work.
It's like that Hollywood, like he's about to star in his biggest movie ever.
When you say his name, I took a deep breath.
Today's movie, hitting box office tomorrow, starring Todd Anthony Walker. Boy, everybody go see that movie.
Yo.
I thought Alex E. Edwards was powerful. I read his name, I was like, whoa, Todd Anthony Walker.
You know, when I was talking to him the other day, I got impressed by just hearing him talk. I was like, this man is blessed. That's how I felt. I was like, this man is blessed. He's trying to make stuff happen. And I hope y'all ready to see what he's about to make happen.
You just wanted to be around him, huh?
I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to learn one or two things, maybe three.
Well, thank you for watching.
The Alex E.
For all
Edwards Show.
The supporters out there, we really appreciate it. Call in, today's a live show. And when we come back, we'll be speaking with Todd Anthony Walker.
Just like that.
Welcome to the Alex E. Edwards Show. I'm your host, Alex E. Edwards. Today we have the director, the writer, the producer, Todd Anthony Walker. Todd, how are you?
I'm super, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Great.
Always a pleasure seeing you.
Yeah,
always, man. Absolutely. You know.
One thing I love about you, Todd, you always thinking. Everyone says it, I'm always thinking. Todd is always thinking.
Next step ahead type
Every
thing.
time I see Todd, he lives his craft. Some people, they have a craft, they have a hobby. He lives his craft.
He's ready for it. He's ready to the next step. Just like
he
always
lives
trying to branch it out and just where he's not complacent. Like, he's like, this isn't good enough.
When people are so passionate, you get scared of them.
Yeah.
Like his passion could intimidate you. That's Todd.
You know what I love about it though?
And wait, I know him more than you. Stop.
All right, fine.
So wait.
Fine, go ahead.
So
Speak your heart.
when I hear him speak, it's like hands down, you believe every word Todd says. And again, like I said, for the weak, for the small, at times he can intimidate you because of his passion when he's just in there in the zone. In the zone. And then when he opens his mouth, he's one of the nicest guys ever. It's just like,
I love. We just talk much talk like you ain't right here.
That's good. That's good. I love to hear people. I'm flattered by the fact that you guys are talking about me, and you guys hold me in such great esteem. So, I mean, my head's already. So keep on. I'm listening.
I'll say one final thing while I let you say your thing. When I hear you talk, it makes me want to join your movement because I respect it so much. It's like, he's a visionary. He wants to take it to the next level.
Hands down.
He's not happy where he's at right now. I'm not saying you're not good where you're at, but you want to take it above that. Yeah, I think that's where people get messed up sometimes. Like, you know what, I'm doing good, but I could be doing better. And that's where your mindset's at. Like, let's not settle for the status quo. Let's
do it for real.
Blow it out the water.
But Todd, what's going on?
First off, I'm super duper. I salute everybody in New England that's doing their thing. There's so many creative and talented people here at home. And that being said, thank you. But it's not my movement. It's our movement.
That's real.
What I'm building is bigger than little old me. And I've been doing it for quite some time. So 2014 is an incredible year. We amped, we going in, and we're gonna open up a lot of doors.
That's what I'm talking about.
Likewise, you guys have been doing some hard work and doing your thing. And that's what it's about. It's about creating new avenues and open up those doors for people that are already being creative. And, you know, not throwing any stones, but most times Hollywood waits until you're already discovered before they come and seek you out. So to me, you're already Hollywood material. You see the difference?
I respect that.
I'd rather gravitate to you right now, embrace you, and bring you along as I grow versus me waiting until you get there and say, oh, that's my dude.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the movement is really bigger than me. It's has so many layers. It's so intricate that I can't even talk about it all in one sitting. But I can just say that Keep It Moving, Get It Done was born through trials and tribulations of taking an on-the-road trip across 11 state lines and shooting principally in 2 states. So in doing so, first off, we couldn't find anything out there that would basically prepare us for this journey of taking 24 people that had never lived together on the road to Georgia, to my mom's hometown. We rented a whole house. We did it kind of like my union did it with no money, essentially. Rented a whole house and a camper that slept 8 people that we used for the mobile production office during the day. And we moved like a production army, and that's kind of the blueprint where we're going with this next tour that we're going to be going on the road with. But
So
for
let me back you up. So you took a group of people
Yes, sir.
on the road to shoot a movie in Georgia.
Well, we shot half here and half in Lumpkin, Georgia, yes.
So point blank, you took the production on the road.
Absolutely, yeah.
Didn't wait for no one. She was like, you know, let's make moves now.
Yeah. Well,
And you did, today you brought a clip behind the scenes
Yes,
of that journey.
Well, initially, it's kind of, you know, first let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
There's some people that's been waiting for this movie to drop. It's Refuge, the Lottie Mae story. I wrote it, co-produced it, directed it, and I sat on it only because I feel that it has cinema potential, and even though I have 75 hours of tape and it looks great to people that don't have a trained craft eye, it's wonderful. I mean, I can make it looks like my first feature film, Life, Love, and Loss. So for the community and for our people, it looks excellent. But for the level of potential where the movie could go, it has cinema potential. So that being said, I'll go back and shoot the movie when I get the appropriate budget, you know, $500,000 or better. And we should have had a $300,000 budget, but that was during the time that the economy and people lost their jobs and homes and blah, blah, blah. So that being said, I sat on the movie and nobody's seen it in its entirety. So I could distribute the movie tomorrow, next month, next week. However, it means more to me sentimentally. It has value. For one, it's my mom's hometown. For two, I was able to take my 2 older brothers back there who had never been there, essentially. My oldest brother was born there, and then my mom came here to Boston. My middle older brother, Chuck, had never been there, and my mom hadn't been there in 42 years. So me being able to not only pen this story based upon stories that my mom told me about her town, I wasn't raised in that town. So me being able to pen this story and then produce the project to the point where we could hit the road and cast it in X, Y, and Z, and we casted the Georgia roles in Georgia, and I rented, you know, offices to have the host of the casting there for the Georgia roles that didn't have to travel with us, and then we casted the other roles here in Boston for people that were here in our community. So it's been a feat, and I could put the movie out now, but because it has that much value to me and all those things transpired, we kept it moving and got it done. That's where the whole keep it moving, get it done movement comes from. We couldn't find anything on the road that could prepare us for this journey. And now we use those very methods and the things that we went through as training tools to be able to inspire other people how not to be just restricted by resources or not having everything in place all the time. Sometimes you just got to go and believe in yourself before somebody else believes in you.
So real quick, we have a clip of that, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Can we see the clip? Actually, we are going to play the clip.
Yeah, please do.
Matter of fact, we're going to play the clip right now, and viewers, enjoy this. Wow. It looked like a Hollywood on wheels.
Essentially, kind of, sort of. We didn't get to the good part, but we'll show them that later on. And I just wanted to be able to show kind of the extremes that we went through to make this trip happen, literally.
So let me understand. So is it the Lonnie Mae story?
Yes, it's Refuge, the Lottie Mae story.
So
Who is
what?
Lonnie?
Yeah, who is Lonnie Mae? Like, what is that story? Give me that piece right now, so me as a viewer at home can be like, understand what was actually happening, and why should I essentially care about this story? Why should it matter to me?
There's a couple of interesting parts to the story, but I wrote this story based upon a character. To this day, Black Southern people from the South always give their kids nicknames, and since I was a baby, they called me Sugar. Since I was this big in the...
Todd, can you hold? We have a phone call.
Take the call.
Alex E. Edwards Show.
Good evening. And my question is for your guest. How can I join his movement?
It's actually easy, and right now is an opportune time for you to call and say that. Saturday morning, I'll be at 157A Washington Street doing some free monologues from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And if you can't make that date, I suggest that you email us at actoncuenow, and that's actoncuenow.com. And just give us your information. Right now, our administration is watching this show, so if you emailed right now, they would basically receive your email and be able to give you more information on how you can get on the movement. Let me just say that the movement is bigger than just what we've been doing here in Boston, and this is why I'm embracing so many independent, creative people like myself. We're getting ready to go on a 6-state, 6-month, but because of Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's that we're taking off, the 6-month has been extended to 8 months, and we're going to live in these states for 30 days at a time. So the movement is much bigger than what most people have ever encountered in their life. We're going to live on the road as a production army and do this for real. But we're traveling with like 5 reality shows. It's some real heavy stuff. So please do contact us at actoncuenow.com, and or you can send an email. Better yet, send it to Gmail. Send it to actoncuenow@gmail.com.
And what we'll do, caller will put his lower third on it, so it'll have all his information. So we'll get the camera on him now, and his information is going to pop up right there. See, like that? See that?
That was magic.
Yeah, that was magic.
That was magic.
Like
So
how you think, eh?
definitely write that phone number down. Caller, do you have that phone number?
Yes, I do. And thanks.
See what I do for you?
You're the best.
I take care of you.
And that's a legitimate number. If you call that number right now, Miss Sophia will answer that phone. Hello, Sophia. Hello to my beautiful wife who's sitting at home watching us right now. So yeah, if you call that number right now, that's the network number, and somebody will definitely answer it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, as I was saying, Lottie Mae. So Lottie Mae was a real person in my mom's hometown when my mom was growing up in this dusty little red dirt town called Lumpkin, Georgia. And so she always told us stories about this lady in her town that was serious. And to this day, we call my sister Pam, who also wanted to watch the show, but she lives further out, so she couldn't get it. We call her Lottie, based upon this character. My mom, she just, got that name, Lottie Mae. So I made the character completely different, from the real character. My mom spoke about the lady in reverence of, this lady was no joke. She would cut you with a straight razor wrapped in silk. Like, no, she didn't take no mess. So the character I made completely different. I based the character on a female writer that, basically a self-taught female writer who had endured, rapes in the South once her father died, who was a sharecropper. Upon his death, the landowner whom her dad had sharecropped for began taking pleasures with the girl, and she began keeping memoirs, but she couldn't exactly write to the letter of writing. And she had a friend that worked at the general store, Boris, that actually helped her learn how to read. And then once she got old enough and she really got serious about her writing, she went to see this lady, Miss Linnell Bland. This character, actually, it's a character. One of her cousins is a really famous star. I'm not going to throw no names around, but her name is Miss Linnell Bland, and her husband own like 1,400 acres in Georgia. They pretty much own like half the town.
Oh, wow.
So we put her in the movie, and she was the retired school teacher that Lottie Mae in the story had trucked across some country miles to go speak to and ask her to teach her how to read and write and blah, 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 before coming to Boston. So upon her husband's death down at the lumber mill, she basically gets liberated, contacts her cousin in Boston, our cousin Neen, whom used to work for a publishing company, whom had lost her job for embezzling money and fell addicted to crack cocaine. And now when Lottie Mae calls asking her about helping her with a book, sure I will, and she lowers her hair, deceivingly. And it's an incredible story. I could go on, but people would want to see the movie by the time I'm done. However, let me say this. I recently reposted, for some reason on YouTube, the link fell down, but I recently reposted the teaser. So if you go pull up Refuge teaser on YouTube, you can actually see the Lottie Mae teaser trailer. And we'll actually maybe be able to show them that before maybe the show's over.
Yeah,
if it's all right with you guys. We can show the trailer as well for the original story that put us on the road.
I know you brought two of your partners with you.
Absolutely.
Do they know what you're talking about? Because if they know what you're talking about, they could tell the director to get it up on YouTube. And then we could play that.
He knows of several hundred projects that I have, but there's such a library of content that we have, unless this is picked out in particular, only I know is.
Exactly. That was a sneak way, that's how I control the back room live on TV.
From here.
I usually get the magic phone.
No, you didn't have to make that call.
I like you switched it up.
They picked up on that. So you work in the room. Good, so yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely make mention of it and show it to them. But that's the original story. There's a trailer teaser that's up online, and somebody asked me to repost because they have another network that's interested in the story. So, and for all of you guys out there that's wondering what happened to the original Lottie Mae story, right now that script is sitting on some serious producers' desks, hopefully to get some serious production monies so we can produce it with the merit that it deserves.
Okay, so we got the clip.
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right, let's play it.
Ever since my daddy died, this town has been one big bad memory.
My, Lordy Mae. Today is a special day. Today, you're 8 years old. Did you know that? If I recollect, you're just the same age your mama was.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rick. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
I want to write books. I want the world to know my story.
Lottie Mae! Daggone woman.
You want to be a writer? I know you can do it. It just takes a lot of faith and courage and patience, and things come to you.
I don't want to hear no more talk about you going to school. That's the reason why I want you reading them goddamn books.
If I go to school, I can make good money publishing books, and we wouldn't have to live like this anymore. Stop!
I don't want to hear about no more goddamn writing in my damn house.
My cousin Neen is me, Lottie Mae.
You don't have to go, Lottie Mae.
Yes, I do, Boris. My cousin Neen in Boston, she said she's going to help me, Boris.
Listen, I want you to make yourself at home, okay? This is my cousin Lottie Mae. She's about to get her book published out here. Boy, kick your I don't care how late you is, you going to school today, you hear me?
Wasn't you over in these trips smoking last night?
Yeah.
Alright then, this is the payoff.
Good day, General.
Hey, girl. Good news for you. I just got off the phone with E. Devious, and he said he's interested in financing the book.
You're a crap junkie! You'll never...
Have a good time. Yeah.
think. I make enough money to take care of both of us. You don't have to worry about nothing.
You gonna pay me back right
I ain't
now?
making no pornos.
You gonna make some points.
Well, if he didn't have a home, then we should have dropped him off at the hospital.
When I got to this godforsaken city, he was the first person to help me.
We shouldn't have brought him here.
When I come home, we'll deal with it together, as a family.
What we gonna do when we come back, eh?
Todd's gonna give some scenarios, and he gonna see some acting on cue.
Act on cue now.
Act on cue.
If you got
now.
talent, put your talent where your mouth is.
Now.
Act on cue now.
Act on cue. So how you gonna do this? So you just gonna throw out a scenario?
Yeah, I can. I'm a thinker, man. I'm good on
Two
my
per.
feet. So.
I want two people in every scene. All right. I want the scene to last about 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna open the floor to interns. I'm gonna open the floor to any crew.
Anybody
that wants.
Anybody.
Okay, good.
Anybody that
All
want
right?
that work.
And how we gonna work this, right?
Okay.
We're gonna give everybody 30 seconds, and then we're gonna come back to Todd. Todd's gonna rate the performance, right? And then while Todd is rating, the other two is gonna get ready. It might be, and you could go twice with different. If you go with James, you don't like his acting, you go with someone that's a little bit better.
He's not sitting next to me though, so we know that already.
Todd's not an actor; he's a director.
I'm talking to my left.
I know. Anyways,
we got same pants on.
Huh?
No, I'm talking about your same pants.
Anyways, so when we come back, act on cue.
Now.